A Sturgill Simpson live performance is the best music money can buy. And let me explain why. I caught Sturgill playing at Stubbs in Austin, Texas, and it was one of the greatest, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and say top 5 musical performances I've ever seen. He steps on stage, immediately says that he's going to play a song that he hasn't played in nearly 10 years.
There it is. All right.
Well, I've been spending all my money on weed and pills, trying to write a song that'll pay the bills, but it ain't came yet, so I guess I'll have to rob a bank. I guess it could be worse, it ain't that bad, at least I ain't sitting in no Baghdad in the middle of a hot damn desert, sitting in a tank. Well, every time the wife talks, the baby gets mentioned. I'm so broke I can't pay attention. Lord, how it tears me up to see her cry. Oh, I've been spending all my nights on the internet, looking for a clue but ain't found one yet. Just a bunch of Mopars, guitars, and other stuff I can't buy. Well, now, Lord, you can hear me, won't you throw a damn dog a bone? 'Cause if the devil shows up with a better deal, the souls are
Let's
going
go.
down. Well, I'm singing real pretty, singing real sad, and all the people in the crowd
Say it ain't half
bad. Well, they call me King Turd up here on Shit Mountain. If you want it, you can have the crown.
Okay, so he plays You Can Have the Crown, and he doesn't stop. And what I mean by this is he literally does not stop for at least 1 hour. So the songs don't end. They go into the next song. And this is really important because this is Sturgill's bass line. You need to understand. I used to go see a bunch of jam bands, Fish, The Dead, Widespread Panic. And if you looked at their set lists after the set, or if you wanted to see a set list in somewhere else, they would have this little arrow at the end of a song, and that meant that they went into another song. That was like kind of a rare thing. They would do it maybe once or twice a set. That is Sturgill's bass line, okay? So he goes an hour without stopping. He finally ends up stopping, and he addresses the crowd, and he says, "Look, I don't know if you guys understand the deal here, but we're going to go for 3.5 hours straight." He looks around, he's dead fucking serious. And he's like, so you might need to get some stretches in or whatever. I don't want anybody passing out or nothing like that. So after that hour marathon of that first set, and then he says, we're going to go for 3.5 hours. I kid you not, he may have stopped 3, maybe 4 times in the next 2 hours. He went one song into the next song, into the next song, into the next song for 38 songs. And these are not sloppy jams. These are tight. They are so tight. They're tight as it can get. It's important to know how good his band is, okay?
You can hear me, won't you throw a damn dog a bone? 'Cause if the devil shows up with a better deal, the souls are going down. Well, sing real pretty, sing real sad, and all the people in the crowd say it ain't half bad. Well, if I was a King Turd up here on Shit Mountain, if you want, you can have the crown.
The way that I see Sturgill Simpson and his band is like they're an intense military unit, and they're crazy. They're pretty much the guys who would send out on a mission that like they're probably not going to come back, and they just don't care, okay? And every single one of them is an operator on stage, and they're led by their fearless leader, Sturgill Simpson, okay? So we have Lauer. I don't know how to say his last name, so I'm not even going to attempt it. Honest to God, one of the best guitarists out there right now. And he rotates between slide guitar, kind of chicken picking guitar, regular just Southern rock guitar, even some like slightly metal stuff. Then he gets on the pedal steel. He's incredible. You've got Kevin Black, who just absolutely holds down the fort on the bass. Miles Miller drumming. As a drummer, someone who grew up playing drums my whole life, like, it is fantastic. Miles Miller's drumming is fantastic. And he also is, I think, the sole backing vocals for Sturgill. And he crushes the backing vocals. It's, again, being a musician and having a band, like, I notice these things a lot. And then you have Robbie Crowell on the keys, who the keys add like this fundamental aspect to the band that just kind of fills the space. And he can get into a lot of trippy stuff during his sets because of the keys. So you have this band, right? And they go off for 3.5 hours. There is no set break. They may stop 3, 4, or 5 times to tune their guitar. Sturgill does not change his guitar. Lauer's running back and forth changing guitars. Sturgill doesn't change his guitar. He hardly tunes it. They hardly stop playing for 3.5 hours. When I tell you I'm a very experienced concert goer, I really am, and I'm very experienced with 3.5 hour long shows. Usually there are 2 sets, and there's plenty of time between song, like any other normal concert that I've been to. I mean, Fish is a big one that I've been to a lot of those shows. Like, yeah, they have those songs that they transition from, but they are not doing this. I don't know another band that does this. 3 to 3.5 to 4 hour long shows, not getting off stage, and hardly taking any time between songs. I don't know that I've ever heard of this before. If you guys could comment if there is anything like this, please tell me. So when I tell you that this is the best music that money can buy, I think that the band is the best currently, but I also think you are getting simply the greatest value that you possibly could when you go to a Sturgill Simpson concert. 3.5 hours, 38 songs, nonstop. At one point, dude, I was like, hey man, can you stop? Can you stop playing music? Can you allow me to applause? Can you give me a second to just like be like, hey, that was a really good song, huh? You end a song and you just go into the next one, man? But no, in all seriousness, when we look at, financial situations of everyone currently, and people are struggling, and you have a guy who is giving away music at his concerts, period. It is unbelievable. And I honestly, I'm pissed off that not enough people are talking about this. Look, as you all know, this channel gets copyright struck. I get no ad revenue from it. All I ask for is a subscription to the YouTube channel. Press subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.